Cek. Halo guys, welcome. Ntar gue cek suaranya. Kok suaranya nggak ada ya? Cek. Wait. Suara nggak ada nih bro. Wait guys. Cek. Duh, gue lupa lagi guys. Bentar guys. Cek. Salah. Wait guys, suaranya bentar guys.
Trying to execute off of garage, get shut down by Poppy. So 2 players stuck inside garage, but there's.
Udah kan guys ya?
Big flank as well. Tripwire still in front of them. Here comes Crystal. They still haven't. Crystal and Poppy getting themselves 2 finalizing kills, a point on the board for global.
Aman ya.
As the pickup on the operator.
Check.
Immediately to Kelly S. So this has to be something, because you were mentioning it already. Paperrex, they were struggling on the economy already last round, and now they're relegated to just the sheriffs.
Just sheriffs, and also having a pop on the defensive side. So much more effectiveness being found by.
Kenapa guys?
So this might be
Gua habis rapi-rapi kamar. Bentar. Gua belum beberes guys. Gua belum kelar beberes anjir, lagi rapi-rapi kamar guys. Maaf dah ya. Gua mau jokin ini guys. Mau jokin apa sih? Mau jokin.
It's like 5 people that's gonna pick it. He's gonna be fine.
Oh no, he's not fine.
He's not. That is the trade for just 1 kill. Still though, they're trying to stop him from picking up any weapons. Crystal gets smoked out.
Apa live chat error nggak guys?
So it's a 1-for-1 kill. But the big problem here, Quack, is that the A site is completely
error kah?
No tripwires, no nothing. So it has to be the contact right now for global Zipto. You can't see that they want to go for it. Nightfall's there.
Yeah, all the ultimates online, right? So just sending that
Apa ini guys?
Dwindle down the numbers a little bit.
Ada yang tahu ini kenapa?
Nightfall as well, but Jing with the all picked up, and it's also Kohaimi with the sheriff still able to shoot back against Global Zipto. Utility and ultimates be damned, because just
Kenapa ini guys? Gak ada live chatnya guys.
Back up on top.
I was wondering what was the game plan here for Kelly.
Check.
But Azurai, it's him peeking out on A main with an operator. Yes, but the thing is, if you looked at the minimap real quick, there was no immediate support for Kelly S. Right?
I don't think it was so bad though, because his whole plan was to like work off the haunt that Crystal threw, and then he tried to satchel away. It's just that the whole plan was turned around because the sheriffs from Paperrex just shut him down.
Yeah, and they were. I mean, to be fair, okay, hang on. There's a bit of contact on B main. There's a lot of contact happening.
Kenapa ya,
real quick. The problem with that is satchel not too fast to get you out. Dash. Something just doing something things again. Able to get a shot off of mid, and they don't. And Paperrex, so much options again. This mid control is forcing Global to adhere to it, and they're kind of having to open up some more parts of the map, which again is now vulnerable to Paperrex's rotation.
Because they picked up that Thrifty, right, that Eager round. Now they have the ultimates. Now they have the economy on their side again. So there's a lot working against Global Zipto right now, and the whole team is just trying to hang back and wait for that early contact. But because it's again, and he's just so deadly, and he even has support, there's so much to look out for. Tries to work around the hover to fall back in, but Elias just shuts him down initially. A little bit of an ultimate being sent through as well from Forsaken, but unfortunately doesn't do quite enough. It's Tara and Kohaimi looking for the refresh. They just continue to double key forward outside of heaven into the site. It's 3 kills for Kohaimi, and Paperrex up 6-1.
78 grenades.
How is something able to get away with all of these slow peak kills with the operator? He's just holding an angle, and somehow Global Esports are magnetizing to his crosshair. The timing right now for something has been really good. Sure, he's 7-6-1, but you have to remember that like 40-50% of his kills come off of those first kills with an off peak on mid. So There has to be some form of adjustment right now for
The
Global
fuck,
Zipto,
live
or
chat,
else
bro?
it's going to be very troubling seeing this. Whoa. Okay, sorry.
Almost.
Guys, live chatnya error ini guys.
He's hit the shot like 9 out of 10 times, so
Even when you jiggle, right? It's still
yeah,
quite
exactly.
like risky. But
Live
at
chatnya
least,
kenapa
you
ini
know,
bro? Gue nggak
it's
bisa
just
lihat live chat guys.
putting up the
Apa dengan YouTube
barrier
guys?
mesh for now the wall just to block him off, but they instantly shoot it down. Like, what else can you do? Even with the utility, the whole
Apa
team
ini
is
live chat
here,
bro?
like 3 other players alongside something, just to deal with that utility up around mid. So he's continuing to try to look for that entry in with the Jing by his side as well.
Okay, camera
Oh,
being
bisa masuk,
used to
guys.
spot out this Jiggle peek from something.
Ngebak kah ini
His fire
guys?
sense is tingling a little bit there. You saw that he was about to look towards sewer.
Oh shit, nontonnya fokus sana guys. Gue agak telat lagi guys.
Paperrex is
Ini
already
Paperrex kita jadi ini ada turnamen teman-teman. Gue explain dikit ya. Ini adalah turnamen di mana turnamen off season ini digabung antara player-player cewek dari Game Changer sama player Pacific guys.
Global Zipto. Can they stop at least the
That's why ada ini Global Esports campur dengan Sipto.
Is he gonna send it
Terus Paperrex campur dengan Sipto juga dikit apa sih yang udah keluar Tara sama Huaybi. lo Paperrex kenceng banget guys. Kenceng nih bos.
Yeah, just so many layers on top of them all. You mentioned, you know, something in the
Apa gua punya stream yang ngebug ya guys.
again. They're just trying to work their way around it, but as soon as you get onto site, it's that, you know, secondary lurk coming from Garage. You still have players trying to sense and being so aware that there could be a potential flank coming in from the back.
Gue yang
And
ngebug guys.
everyone from Global Zipto, despite all their best
Ini gue yang ngebug guys ya.
They're just getting shut down, bro. Like, that's right.
Yeah, bro.
They have ults again now, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's the amount of kills, right? This is just a show of force. Oh, Kelly S. He loves to play with this judge. Able to get the first pick. Not want to charge. Okay, never mind. He wants to charge in with the showstopper.
Udah belum. Bisa. Coba lihat chat, coba. Nah, bak anjir gak jelas kocak.
Also picking up.
Dibungkam kocak anjir.
Really just caught.
Pusing pala oe, cok. Nah,
Smoke play.
ternyata settingannya guys, maaf guys. Ini off season guys, off season. Ini campuran cewek cowok teman-teman ya. Paperrex tuh ceweknya itu Huaybi sama Taratiel. Bekas Exipto guys.
Repositions back towards mid in case there's that rotation from Paperrex, but they don't quite hear anything too much yet. Just mostly in towards B, towards Garage.
Let's go. 7-1 nih bos. Energi.
Just being well defended, yeah, and they're in with one tap.
Global Zipto, at least specifically in this round, right?
Kocak lu bang, Huaybi sama Tara keluar Sipto bang. Huaybi udah lama keluar guys.
Against the rhythm of Paperrex in the best way possible. Great shot from Kelly S. Already taking victory day.
Thrifty bro.
Caught.
It's okay, map defender guys. PRX ML real nggak bang?
I'm just gonna get caught on B main. That B main play though, gotta say.
Huaybi dulu SMG guys, bukan Sipto, tapi dulu bareng emang
Definitely
bareng.
helping them out.
Tapi lumayan bareng dulu guys ya.
I mean, so far it's been Kelly S who's been putting up the numbers for.
Eras bikin
Global
TV Game
Zipto
Changer
just
nggak bang?
because
Bukan
he
guys.
kind of went in with unpredictable plays. You know, he hasn't really pulled out the judge so far. But then in that round, just being able to place it out into Garage in a little corner, Paperrex didn't expect it at all. As soon as that happened,
Huaybi itu Jing rambut panjang kan secara muka
effectively
begitu
over.
sama
It's
ya,
Paperrex, so it's still kind of keeping them in consideration, but ultimately, theoretically, it should be Global Zipto. Next round, here it comes. Quick double gaming, pushes straight into the site.
Okay, great catch though.
Lo di shotgun cok sama something cok.
A bit of time to kill.
Itu dua roster baru kah bang? Bukan guys, ini cuman collab, you know collab. Global Esports campur Sipto tuh GEXP guys ya Sipto. Paperrex campur sama player cewek yang bekas Sipto sama SMG dulu ke Huaybi guys. Tinggal guys kalian guys.
Something just waits around the corner, already repositions, and look at that support.
Huaybi siapa bang? Dulu dia pemain timnya Sipto guys, Sipto juga. SMG.
Something just wreaking havoc. Crystal down to the sheriff. The law of the land. He's down to just like single digits. And
Nice.
And that is gonna be Paperrex.
Kalau kayak di Amerika bang isi win gini deh anjir. Paperrex ini tanpa tapai sama ini guys ya.
Paperrex swaps over to the other side of the map.
Jason bottom frag guys, Jing menyala bangku gelo guys. Jing meng-carry guys. Paperrex gampur MPL ID real gak bang? Gak tahu.
Turn across her away or just to play it into a different position.
Aku nggak tahu.
Pace and get into sights. So next round coming through now, still with those guns.
PRX punya tim medis bang, sementara belum ada guys. Doain aja ada guys.
Little nades from right. Oh, they're going through heaven here. There has to be some form of retaliation from Inari, and she's able to pick up 2K. It's good enough. Something down to 3 HP, but he's already pushed up to the back of A site, creating as much opening as possible. But look at this, man. Everyone from Paperrex is actually going to the back of A. They're getting Kohaibi to heal up something, so he's going to be up to 100. But Poppy stops him before anything else could happen. Kohaibi pops a couple of shots in a 1 versus 1 against Poppy. As he tries to reposition, giving a little bit more leeway. But here comes the ultimate from Forsaken. He got himself the double kill.
Oh!
As Forsaken goes in for the ADS third kill on Poppy. Absolutely phenomenal.
Oh my god! Jason nih bos, senggol dong!
Just post-plan. He sends
Oh my god, guys!
Right. They actually went in so quick.
Yeah, lo guys.
I'm starting to see some glimpses from Global Zipto though. They're trying to formulate a plan because Paperrex are working with a
What the hell, man?
Their flanks are a little bit exposed. So Global Zipto, they are starting
Terus
to try
dikatain
to set
bottom
up
frag
some
langsung kill
flanking
3
routes.
guys.
But it takes a little bit of time to check and clear a lot of the potential mud corners as well. So we'll see how well this plan can work. In the last round of the first half, starting things out in walls and Jiggle.
Yeah, couldn't do anything from that. Tara though went for from the shadows, just gonna back away here. Lots of resources really being expended by Global. Oh yeah, he's so deep on ropes already here. I mean, there is a camera, so he should be spotted at A main, but
still gotot nggak imbang kan cewek semuanya juga cewek guys. Ceweknya 2, cowoknya 3 sama.
Oh, he didn't spot the knives on the side. There's a very tiny little bit. But now down onto Jing, and it's going to be Crystal fighting the frag. Back to the side. Alexi in with the annihilation. He's trying to pull one player at least away from the fight. Global Zipto now trying to fight back and wrap around all edges. It's going to be Crystal in from screens. And Kelly's as well as Poppy. The global core all the way from the back of Amy.
Yeah. Big thing coming out here already as Kelly S is just trying to send it, use a little bit of smoke for cover. Can't really do
Aduh, kalah guys.
Right in front of him, but that gave enough.
Kalah guys. Tadi sebelumnya di Zipto kok bisa tiba-tiba di PRX. Karena ini cuman off season doang, collab doang guys, collab.
Ends in the 3-9.
Jangan lupa beli audisi Malta ada update baru siap, SNR siap.
Switching sides.
Sabar ya. Gue belum mandi anjir, gue lagi beberes guys, gue lagi ngerapin, gue istirahat baru guys, gue mentokin ke kiri sekarang. Kan terakhir meja gue ini kan di tengah-tengah, sekarang gue mentokin ke kiri guys.
Budi udah
kan
rugi
Cio cewek pasti
10.000.
diajak.
Andaikan Cio cewek, pasti diajak.
Ada suaranya guys. Thank you Budi ya. Tuh kan tuh. Dia di rumah masing-masing guys, gelo. Mantap enggak? Oke, aman-aman guys. Live-nya kayak VCT zaman dulu emang ya guys.
Alright.
Nggak jadi isi masak-masak lagi bang. Nanti guys masak-masak.
And I gotta say, we've been breezing through these rounds.
Huh? It's done? I thought we just started.
I took a quick little,
Something mukain apa gitu dah.
And it's already 9-3. Anyways, defending side for Paperrex, they're not gonna have as much control here because they don't really have a sentinel on the defending side, right? So you kind of think on attack.
Kalau Cio diajak rollnya apa bang? Kalau gue diajak
Udah
rollnya.
10.000. Pantes TDI donat gak dibaca.
Oh, thank you High Pills, My Pills, makasih High Pills ya. Sorry, ini udah bisa.
I think Paperrex is kind of banking their fire.
Thank you High Pills.
Your scrats at.
Gue tadi audio gue tuh ke reset guys, gara-gara gue pindahin PC kan gue cabut semua guys. Kayak punya something kayak mau interview bang, iya.
It's a 3D site for the side of Global Zipto. They will cut the spike down, but in for the fight around Heaven as well. Spawn. Kelly is actually taking that Ivy though.
Yeah, that's very strong
Ya,
as well.
alah bro.
Lexi she gonna be able to at least survive long enough that she gets a little bit of help? No, that smoke separating her from the rest of the team. Jing now able to save up the boombot. In the defense is already starting. Wait, you have to
bro. Ini map defender, map taker sih, bro. Dave kemarin live ML di TT. Emang iya, guys? Seriusan? Seriusan? Seriusan, guys? Lagi ini, guys. Dave main Mobile Legends, apakah iya, guys? Trofinya juga nggak tahu, guys. Jujur, guys. Ada kayaknya, ada kali. Ada kali, guys. Ada kali, guys.
But down to the retakes as well, Paperrex just not having the utility again, so having to fight fire with fire. It's a bit of a fault line setup coming out from Forsaken, but
Turama bang, ini off season, guys. Off season ini kayak turnamen santai bilangnya. Paperrex campuran, guys ya.
They are looking for, you know, a definite way back into this map. Because carrying over those rifles on a bonus can mean so much for Zipto.
Cuma 4 tim, betul.
Yeah. Just trying to be careful to hold on to those rifles as well.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's very important as well because
serius aja di AX ada Paperrex yang announce roster buat ini. Ada yang replay Bang Dave fokus M7 kagak ada. Kenapa Dave jadi M7? Dia atlet Waroran, bukan Mobile Legends.
Very good. Yeah, with very good economy. Just great shot from Maneri though. Catches something. Could open up the A site as well.
Yeah, they're reading the tendency for how some of the Paperrex players might play, especially with the Marshall. So being able to spot out something is a huge win around. Pushing on even further, an area unfortunately will get struck out by Tara. Dragnet connects as well.
Ya, Jason overpick, guys. Fatal langsung.
Yeah, I gotta say, Alexi's timing on the barrier mesh, very, very good. They can't even pick up the weapons effectively here. Quick little back, but she just reacts in time. Can't really do the onslaught of the pistol barrages from there. That nade's gonna be spotting.
Oh shit!
Picks up nice little 4K for himself.
Dave fokus mancing, bantu gue belum ngambil air putih lagi, aus.
He did the same thing with the nades from the previous round.
Yeah. I mean, again, you know, we're kind of singing the praises of Jing, you know, when they were on the attacking side with the nades and everything. But Kelly, yes, yeah, exactly. He's doing about
Paperrex bakal ada analis kah sampai VCT? Nggak tahu, guys. Nggak tahu. Mungkin ada, mungkin tidak, guys ya.
Yes.
Nggak tahu, guys.
And if I remember correctly, he also had a stint.
Okay, Byron, guys.
On the top of my head, I will double check that, but yes.
All right. Sorry, you got it.
Hello.
Hello. Dave nge-smoke turtle nggak gitu, coy. Kalau nggak menang Base of the Year, kenapa bang? Karena gamenya kompetitif aja, guys.
So anyways, you were talking about, you know,
Kelly yang gila-gila gitu, guys.
Gaming. He's been through so many rosters in the Philippines as was.
Lebih berapa? Ada Paperrex Academy bang, Paperrex doang di Pasifik yang nggak ada tahun depan aja.
DR Esports.
Kalau gue sih ngelihatnya harusnya sih akademi sih belum, guys ya, karena ribet bikin akademi itu harus punya guru, sertifikat, banyak lah yang dipersiapkan, guys ya.
What was his majority role there? Because I know he plays so many things now, but I think, and a bunch of the catchers probably would say the same, that he plays best on a duelist. But again, with being an IGL for global esports here, I don't know how many times he can actually do that effectively. But But anyways, he's been doing really, really good.
Emang tim apa yang ada akademinya bang? Korea lah, rata-rata Korea ada, guys. PRX, T1 itu ada semua.
Wait! Oh, something just so reactive to all of what is happening here. This little flash can get away. No, just a bit too sharp on the shots. Papichulo finally shuts down the menace that is something. But he's lost all control of mid here. He has
Jing overpick, Jing!
Do that. Able to shut down Jing as well. And then down the numbers.
Ya Allah!
Alright. I was about to like make something happen or make something exciting for him, but he's just doing it by himself. I'm not even have time to react.
Allah, satu orang, guys, ngebunuh semuanya, guys.
Forsaken. That's all the way on the A site. The call has been made for global Zipto to go straight up to B. Hunt is gonna spot out Forsaken, and now they know that he's somewhere nearby. The question is, how is Crystal going to plant this spike?
Kenapa ini, guys?
Is able to plant it, and Papichulo is so near on the ace. One more time. Donasi comes in for the backstab. Great assist from Crystal.
Dia 5 orang, coy. Papi-papi ini, guys. Papi chulo, guys.
It already was like, setting it up for it, right? The fact that the whole round just played out.
Taga papi.
Playmaker collecting all those 4 kills. Potential for the ace was already there. But more importantly, because he was continuing to lurk off the other side.
Terus Ryuji kenapa nge-pick gitu ya? Aneh banget ya.
Always been such an incredible player. Not just on global esports, but also when his
Masa kekejar, guys? Ya kali kekejar, guys.
always effective on the clutch, and that's because his portrays the timing of it. It's just so effective. Next round starts. It's going to be Kelly S already starting things off with the opening pick as Paperrex tries to push out.
I like that the timing as well from Global here. The positioning for Kelly S was so that even if Forsaken did throw the fault line, it's only going to be hitting one angle of A main, not majority of it, and someone has to be able to
nahan mereka, Cok.
shot from something. And that was
Ya,
good.
ini kalah sih nggak apa-apa. Cuma jangan lah, sayang lah. Ini mapnya Paperrex, bro.
So continuing to hold, and as the smokes come out, that's a chance for them to possibly slip through in with the swings out, and Aaron will be able to find a pick against Forsaken. Kohabi share shots currently top side of the as well. So Satchel's in, Tara not quite able to fight back. She's Kohabi trying to fight back.
Cewek-cewek pada getar nih, guys. Cewek-cewek, guys.
In with a Nariana Classic. Down to the last player, and that's Jing. Maybe looking for exits in with a Bucky. Oh, he's been spotted. Okay.
All right. Let's see how much of rope artist Jing is. Okay, good shot.
Ya Allah.
It's all ding.
Orang tinggi tapi 33. Udah 20 aneh banget, Cok.
It's gonna be an insane play if he gets like 3 to 4 kills with a Bucky when everybody was chasing him down.
Setiap tim Paperrex di atas, guys ya.
Gotta say, Global
lumayan nama detail bang. Iya, lumayan. Ini harus dapat sih, guys. Kalau kalah sih berat sih.
Job with how to kind of cascade as well as
Ini cewek cowok ini emang, Cok.
Right?
4 rounds in a row, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that was it's a really good one because again, we started the second half 9-3, and now it's looking a lot more feasible that it's with 7-9. Pretty good.
Numbers still.
Price poolnya berapa? Nggak tahu, guys. Juli.
Effectively that way, lead players on lurks. Right now, you're seeing A main being held by an area as well, alongside Poppy too. So listening for something right now, who tries to go for the antics, updrafted play, and an area not quite able to flicker crosshair upwards. Checking for Poppy as well, and his damage might have been heard. So it's gonna be Kohabi still marking that position. Up towards the side though, 3 players all hold up. It's gonna be something trying to look for a single position in with the operator. Finds Kelly S. Jig Satchel's in a little bit closer, looking for the invite.
Nice.
But at the same time, off towards elbow. More players from Paperrex as Kohabi and
Let's go.
continue.
Let's go. Let's go.
Global Zipto not able to hold down the side post.
Maaf tanya, tapi kenapa nggak full SQ, bang? Nggak harus full SQ, guys. Kenapa, guys?
That was sick.
Tapi di pingnya gimana, guys ya? Kan
about that,
mainnya di rumah, guys. Pingnya tinggi dong.
Really oppressive retake that we saw from Paperrex was you saw the play that something did with the updraft into the shorty. I believe it wasn't him that got the kill, rather it was the player behind him, and I think he was just it was two-pronged. It's either he gets the kill with the shorty or he makes Inari look up, makes Inari look on top and then tries to deal with it. If she can, it's gonna be whoever's behind something to get that pick. It's just such a sick way to deal with a stressful situation on A main.
But right now, it's Global Zipto in with 3 ultimates. He executes into it tonight. Cosmic Divide to block it off, and something being caught by the Annihilation as well. Kohabi, though, looking for a bit of play through heaven. She actually spots one player out. That's Kelly S down, the star fragger of the team. Continues to flash out and makes a little bit more space outside of top A, but unfortunately gets shut down by Poppy. In with a relay from Jing. Showstopper doesn't connect. It's a Jing ult, and the rest of Global Zipto to work their way off of it, collecting on the final kills in the round. It's 8-10.
What was that from Paperrex? They're like,
mana, bro?
Fighting on ramps. Let's all fight on ramps. Jing also committed the showstopper, by the way, and I thought he was gonna get a pick or
I don't know how it whiffed.
Exactly. I think they just ran out, and then Jing just couldn't really find anybody because the Cosmic Divide was put well enough in a spot that he couldn't really effectively figure out when and how to throw out his showstopper. In any case, that was a solid placement on the Cosmic Divider from Poppy.
And now Kelly S continues to hold on to that showstopper as well. So That can be a very deadly.
Ayo dong, masa kalah bro?
A little bit more default, looking for Paperrex to push out again.
Right there.
Okay, Global Esports making a bit of waves on B main. Trailblazer from Kahibi does not spot anything out. Crystal, okay, feels a bit of the heat here on Garage, but I'm not sure if Global Esports Zipto is gonna try to re-encapsulate the fight
Omen
again,
Sky
right?
siapa
'Cause
bang?
now they kind of set
Itu
their sights on
Taratiel
him,
guys,
maybe
bekas Sipto yang udah
potentially
cabut.
going through Heaven here. Lots of contacts. Whip from something forces out the tailwind as well. 50 seconds on the clock, and I think Global Zipto are getting all of these baited out utils from Paperrex. So exactly what they want to happen as they're pushing up on mid.
You're trading util for position as well, so Paperrex got a good read for where Global Zipto are trying to push through, but Crystal collecting on the kill. The showstopper being popped as well now. Vents has to be respected. Forsaken will be able to find the kill off the back of streets, but in towards the site. Jing in from top main, able to fight back through against Alexi. So that is the mid-round call from Global to go back into where THOR is lying in wait. The Prowler though will connect, and she's gonna have to hang back a little bit further, trying to buy time in with the reloads. 13 seconds down, the spike goes down, but Paperrex are already looking at their heels in towards the B side. Nightbot connects though, and Forsaken looks to hold the angle. Back into top, it's gonna be Kelly's collecting on the kill. Crystal in with the movements!
Kejar,
The
bro!
Russian player dominates, and it's gonna be Global Zipto
Sampai tadi di
fighting
Geba,
back
nggak tahu
9 to
guys.
10.
Ini milih bukan timnya tau guys, paling udah di pairing gitu loh.
Global Zipto. First and foremost, Crystal, he had to just play by himself because Kelly's was holding the angle on Heaven. And where exactly Kelly's was, he couldn't really help Crystal with the two players of Paperrex coming out of alley because he again, Kelly's had to deal
Tier apa nih
with
Bang Cio?
Tara,
Tier
but was
1
still
kocak.
on Heaven and could, you know,
Resmi
provide that
dari
nice little
Valorant ini.
vantage point. When Tara used it from the shadows though, that
Jadi
was
nggak
the time
tahu.
for Kelly's to start getting the kills because with the Nightfall as well, Paperrex could not hear where Kelly's was going to be coming from. So really just good plays between the two players of Global Zipto.
So quick and so
Oh, ada
smart.
Davai, Bang. Nggak ada Davai,
Well,
kocak.
the next round now in with the outlaw.
Enemy down.
Economy of Paperrex. Tara not quite able to hold her position, and that's your controller gone as well on both ends. Something also dying out towards A main. So B site open. Global Esports looking to collect onto the site.
I mean, this should be already. Oh, Zenary. Is Christmas gonna come early because she's about to wrap the present or unwrap the present?
Lu nggak gitu
Already
guys.
for her. The third one is in.
Nggak gitu dia,
That
Cok.
is gonna be the 4K for Inari as she cleans
Nggak
up
main
with a
tower after
beautiful
update Bang, nggak tahu guys.
backstab play
Prosesnya
on
yoi.
the Heaven.
2 player baru Bang. Kagak, itu player collab guys, player cewek.
Positioning and the timing of which they are looking to push, right? I mean, that's the thing about Paperrex also. It's just like on the defensive side. Because they
Ini online Bang, online. Tier B ini tuh. Emang Tier B ini Tier A kocak.
They don't quite
Ini ganda campuran yoi. Ganda campuran.
So,
Lah, kok si Josh sih anjing yang
they have to keep Jiggle peeking, and that's where there's a slight opportunity for Global Zipto to take them down. So going into the timeout, the first timeout ever being called for this entire
Kok si Josh sih, bra?
Pacific Spotlight series is Coach JD Faker.
Yeah.
Looking to break it down to the team.
I like how he's just.
Alex
so
lagi
chill.
liburan
He's a
ya?
chill guy. You know,
He doesn't have his hands in his pockets. That's
is that a
That's
staple for it?
criminal.
Oh, sorry, you're talking about chill guy. I thought.
so that
I felt like JD Faker does that as well, like IRL. Anyways, again, like you mentioned, first time out.
Ada kuaci bro.
There needs to be some discussion here. I think
Mirip Jaron Poli Bang, coachnya nggak gitu babi. Kalian ini apa semua dikomenin ya? Nggak jelas kalian.
Paperrex, right? They need to somehow chill down because the pacing is pretty good already, but then once they start to maybe lose a player or two, they start to
kena mental yang cewek
and
kalau
try to
Alex coachnya Bang,
fish
ini
for
kayak
these kills just to
what the fuck? Kata
bring
Alex.
bring it down against.
This is not what I wanted to play,
right? But it's kind of backfired.
You need to be like more explosive in any way on the.
I will concur with that.
Langsung nangis tuh nanti ceweknya.
Yes.
Kata-katain
Oh, sorry, you
coy.
concur. No, you weren't saying.
Di sini tuh main hore-hore guys ya.
Not scolding you, actually. Alright, but off the timeout, Forsaken does have the Rolling Thunder. Possibly using it to try to throw them off or into a recon as well. Could be quite effective, but right now, Tara retrieving a lot of the information around the B side, falls back, sets up the smoke, but has to double even further back, and that gives a Global Zipto the space. Forsaken though, water falling down, he's able to find a trade on towards Poppy, but at the cost of Jing. So try and play even further back into its
Okay.
heaven. Set up
Dia
the
rompolin,
timing
Bang.
with the Rolling
Bacot.
Thunder. But the spike's not yet planted.
Yeah, I thought they actually had the timing for it. The double swing out from Ineri and Kellyas. Great call. That gives them the real theft. So, expose the positionings. We got all the information we need. And A... Never mind. I thought they were going to go for A, but no. It's a wraparound to B. Tower gets spotted out, but she gets information as well. But it's not yet done here, Quack. There's still 30 seconds, so I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to plant the spike. The question now is Tower going to be able to stop it when there is Kelly?
Oh, Maron lagi live.
Now to kind of deal with if she pushes out of Ali.
Orang lagi live juga, Cok. Nobar dia.
This whole gun for Paperrex, they only have guns to work off of, so trying to source or
One
suss out the
enemy
positioning, but
remaining.
not knowing that Ineri's up behind. Push this out from the
Wah,
top
lu
of
kenapa ini,
Raptors.
Cok?
The sudden peek out from Ineri. It's the kills from Global Zipto that take Paperrex apart.
Kenapa ini, Cok? Kagak nembak-nembak anjing Paperrex, bro. Gini doang, anjir.
Wow. From what was a very strong show of force, right, from Paperrex to now Global being in the driver's seat. Very, very good for the Global side. And I gotta say, man,
Kok nggak Bang Rio nggak marah? Enggak.
Really blossom in the second half for Global. And Paperrex, they're in a spot where, you know, obviously they're in trouble. Okay,
Anjing dapat, Cok, Jingnya.
timing from Crystal, the double shot with the outlook catches Jing. Sure, Tara's able to try and step into B main, into garage, but the problem is there's no one
Apa ini,
pushing.
bro?
She can't get a refrag. She can't minimize the numbers of Global Zipto here.
GEXP dari mana, Bang? Itu Global Esports, guys, sama Sipto.
So you're not quite able to find too much. She is playing the right position though, really close around the edge of the smoke, but
Yeah.
Global Zipto slowing things down all of a sudden. It really throws Paperrex off. So they're still trying to jiggle and hold their positions for info, thinking about a potential A hit. But look at this. Poppy's just chilling. The rest of them trying to poke around mid, pull those rotations back to mid, and then they hit B. Tara has to fall back really quickly. Uh-oh.
Very quickly, because that concussion hit is going to stop her around the corner.
Ooh!
Shot onto Crystal, though, but she is down to 10. Tries to reposition because she's all alone here on B. You can see the Forsaken wants to help out. Just drops in from heaven and just hits the hammer into players of Global Zipto. Numbers equal. Spike not yet planted here,
30
Quack.
seconds left.
And there's still a chance
Senjata
right now
lagi,
for
Cok.
Paperrex to turn things around, especially with the separation of the two Global
planted.
Zipto players.
Oh, and Aries taking her time. So
Last player
stay
standing.
safe, stay alive, but something instantly coming out to frag him down. Upchuck doesn't spot too much either, so now Ineri has to push up, and that's when something's gonna spot her first. The headshot goes through. Paperrex
Something tadi sebenarnya.
score.
Wow.
Digituin sama something, babi.
Wow. This is
Epic
just,
Christina, Bang.
that is the perfect example of
Aron lagi paling sama-sama ini guys, sama Wilson paling kalau Aron.
from Paperrex. Tara starts it off, right?
Ini,
Great
Cok.
control on
Parah
B
banget, Cok,
main.
anjir.
She got the first pick on
Cypher
Crystal.
Indo ya, GEXP.
Starts
Iya, Cypher
slowing
Indo.
down the tempo of
Cypher
the
Neri,
push
kocak.
from Global
Indo,
Esports,
Neri.
from Global Esports Zipto. And then Forsaken from out of nowhere just jumps up, tries to get as many kills as possible, gets 2, which is already pretty damn good for Paperrex here. And then out of nowhere, you just see something putting the final nail in the coffin there.
The next round starts just as quick, and it's gonna be a pinch play from the side of Global Zipto, in with the subs and the nades, as well as the stars. To just
Oh, dia
collapse
mix,
on
Bang.
towards
Lagi
Garage.
ini, guys.
They
Apa
took
lagi
down
cowok
Tara,
tuh?
so that's again the smokes player gone. You're not quite able to delay effectively anymore. Forsaken's gonna have to play safe. He has the Rolling Thunder, but he goes for the fights again. Poppy, he's taking him down. There's no more Rolling Thunder for the rest of the round. It's just gunfights again for something and Kohaibi.
Ya,
This barrier match
kenapa
is,
ini,
not
guys?
going to be too good for Kohaibi as she's trapped. Something making use of at least the first couple of seconds before he needs to go into the site to clear out mid. But look at the positioning. Ouch. On the exit, on the entry rather, gets hit in the back. Down to 25. Not looking too hot for him. So is this just going to be a save? Because they're going to be running out of money because they already know that in a 2 versus 4 with time running out, it's just not going to happen. Yeah, that's probably the case, but this just means that they're already forfeiting the round. 12 to 11 should be coming out from Global.
Bisa nggak kena, anjir?
As well as Ineri, the Zipto game changer queen is just able to pick up the 2 remaining players of Paperrex.
Tweez is right. I'm just thinking about the fact that like we started off 9-3, it's 12-11, and there's still a chance that Paperrex could push this into overtime.
Aduh, dapat coy, ini coba Paperrex coba nggak dapat 1v1 pun anjir.
Forsaken has held on to this Rolling Thunder, but he keeps fighting. He keeps fighting and he keeps finding trades or getting traded, and he can't use the ult well enough. So Global Zipto in with the setups, able to take the rounds. Next round coming through. It's another annihilation for the side of Lexi. And they're setting up towards A now. It's been like B so far. They're trying to pinch up the Tara, but now they can...
Oh, annihilation, no yoinks whatsoever. Rolling Thunder already used by Forsaken, but that wall is making it difficult for them to just get any catches. Something though, trying to time it. Forsaken, any flashpoints or any flashes would be well accepted, but they went into the trap, set it up. It's a 2-for-2, and it's still hella equal here, Quack. 1 minute left on the clock, and the weapons, I'd say it's just better on the Global Zipto side.
You'd say.
And it's true.
Ini kan campuran, Cok.
Oh my god, Clivey. Trying to play it safe. He did get a dink on towards one of the players, so Alexi down to 1 HP, but Poppy off to the closer tower, but Poppy has the rifle. He goes in for the burst. And down from a 9-3 score in the first half. Global Zipto turn.
No, nggak ada senjata, bro.
Not have his weapon out. This entire game, gotta say, is just...
Tahu teh nggak otek nih bang? Iya nih, Cok.
If you want to make a clip, a video montage of the first game here in the Spotlight series, this is a very, very good one. It really highlighted what they got the most, right? The aces, as well as just all the sick plays coming out from when these teams are on that attacking side.
I think you really...
He kasih sentinel aja bang. Iya harusnya sentinel sih dia. Bingung dia main Sky, Cok.
Very lethal, but as you start to
kamera dulu, kameranya belum rapi.
you saw that Paperrex were starting to read the potential flex coming up for Global Zipto, so that was always lovely. But on the second half, that's where the defense didn't quite work out because they just kept trying to go for trades. Meanwhile, Global Zipto had the setups. You saw how this Cosmic Divide alongside the Annihilation from Lexi was utilized, but at the same time they had these like coordinated plays where they're looking for ways to combo utility, take down Tara with that the smokes are gone, or to leave players on a really effective lurk, like Poppy in that round where he picked up the huge ace. So, I mean, it's just a lot of action on both sides. Strategically, it's tough to really say, but definitely Global Zipto won out overall in the whole game for the second half.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that, and maybe because I mentioned as well in Paperrex doesn't really have a sentinel, so they had to play even if they're on the defense, right? Because the longer they wait,
macam apa ini nggak ngelatih tim buat di Pacific, guys. Gua ambil minum dulu ya, guys.
Zipto gets, and then the less effective their comp potentially becomes because they're just getting pushed farther back into their own side of the map, and it comes with the risks where they just kind of have to, take the fights, and these fights might not be for your favor. But gotta say as well, another thing that was a big problem for I think Paperrex was Kelly S and Poppy, where even though again Paperrex was getting all of these nice little starting kills, they somehow lose the trade battle because Poppy or Kelly will just get more kills than them for some reason.
I think you definitely see a lot of it because like Elias is just so effective, like so proficient on this Razor's roll.
Ya kan suruh main 2 race nggak sih, guys?
Gaming all the way now to Global Zipto. He's still carrying that.
Udah lama 2 tahun lalu emang iya.
Poppy just being able to find that trade.
Emang iya, guys.
His fallen teammates is always so pristine. So that 13-11
Zeta emang ada guys, siapa sih timnya?
Quite a bit.
Kita cek.
Still has an opportunity at fighting back. So for now, I mean, this was just
20.000 guys, hadiahnya kocak, lumayan kocak.
Coordinated plays, a lot of executes, a lot of big fights. But as we move over onto the next map as well, which is gonna be Ascent.
Besok ada lagi jam 5, cok. Oh shit.
gonna
Oh, lawan di RX, lawan di RX,
maybe,
bro.
maybe a little bit.
Well, we'll see, right? We'll see. I mean, we haven't seen most of the other change agents, and Ascent does give a little bit more. I think holler to potentially the Sage. We'll have to see if Jing might bring out the Battle Sage here, and so on and so forth. But anyways, that's the first game of the Spotlight series, and already we're seeing so much action unfold in front of our eyes. Anyways, guys, we're gonna go on a quick little break. When we come back, map number 2 is gonna be
full Zeta guys, lawannya guys, cewek semua itu. Ini full Zeta semua nih guys. Iya nih Zeta semua nih, Yonmin cowok. Aco cowok gak sih? Aco cewek kan, Aco. Serena cewek. Hannibal nih cewek semua guys. Oh ini campur sama ini nih cowok ya, 3 ya. Aco Serena cewek. Enggak nih cewek. Enggak nih, Yunmin kan cowok nih guys. Atan cowok, Flashback cowok. Oh sisanya akademi, 3 ini akademinya Zeta. Oh oke. Oke. Oke guys, gue boleh ambil minum dulu nggak ya, sambil minum guys ya. Ini kenapa nge-lag lagi nih ya? Kucing. Ku jepit kucingku guys. Alright. Lanjut guys. Udah belum sih? Udah mulai guys. Lama banget, bro. Lama banget mulainya, guys. Ini lo yang lag, Bang. Emang lag, guys? Empat menit lama juga, guys. 4 menit, guys. Oh my god. Gue besok gak bisa watch party lagi, guys. Besok mau keluar, guys. Gimana sih, guys? Besok mau keluar lagi kita, guys. Aduh. Besok tuh pengen keluar. Kayak gue besok gak bisa watch party deh, guys. Besok yang lawan PRX kayak gak bisa deh. Lawan Zeta mungkin bisa nonton. Sabtu. Emang lag gini kah?
So much.
Again, a lot of our questions, or I think a big question
Ini kenapa nge-lag gini sih? Dari gua gak sih nih?
here is how is the synergy going to be for this?
Ih, apa sih?
So much.
Again, a lot of our questions, or I think a big question here is how is
Twitch.
synergy going to be for these teams? I think we have our somewhat answer for this first map, where in terms of offense, both teams just
Ini siapa, bro, anjing? Terus nggak ada twist ya? Siapa, guys? Nah ini ada, anjing. Gue belum follow, anjir. Udah follow kok nggak keluar? Oh, keluar deh, bangsan. Biru twist tuh kayak lebih cepet, guys. Lebih cepet, dia delay dikit, bro. Tak pernah ada bilang yang lain.
Map that was played, you mentioned a little bit as well. I mean, talking about getting to see more from some of the players. I think given the fact that Paperrex, we still have most of the Paperrex core playing the duels, they are just so fast. At times, it kind of, especially on the defensive side, it can feel like Tara and Kohibi need to keep up to what they want, or maybe just not being as involved in some of the defensive setups, because what we saw in the second half a lot was just Tara alone to kind of hold up for forward positions or space around garage. So it will be interesting to see what the comms or what the prep work for that would be.
Let's go. Ayo dong, mulai dong.
Spotlight series. So
Mau satu sama nih, bro. Kita mau satu sama, guys, ya.
Intense strats all being put out, but at the same time,
Kalau dia harus bikin akun terus bayar nggak, bang? Enggak sih, enggak.
to pick up quite a bit by herself around this site. So it's not easy.
Kalau dari rumah atau dari GH, bang? Dari rumah, guys.
Still able to put out some
Masing-masing.
big damage in with just a Spectre still, or Kohibi being able to land some nasty flicks. I think Alexi landed the 2 back-to-back next nasty flicks as well in with a Sheriff, so that was always awesome. But because and this would be the big point, the fact that Global Zipto were playing a more slow pace, you could see a lot more utility combos. Alexi was able to work alongside Poppy in with the Cosmic Divide being put up. She would send that Annihilation in towards elbow or screens to catch any player if they are positioned there. And it's things like that.
Hadiahnya kalau main iseng-iseng gini 20.000 US, cok. 500 juta, anjir.
Being involved, Aneri in for lurks, Alexi in with the utility combo, or Gravnet being thrown. They're just coordinating with each other a lot better.
I like how you mentioned that, right? And I feel like that's such a strong
Still,
suit for
spoiler roster Paperrex mulai dong, Bang Cio, versi.
For Paperrex,
Udah satu aja, guys, satu aja.
Right, we know them as W Gaming, where they just full thing that could potentially, create.
Wih, Jing pen. What?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Satu duelis tuh,
It's Kohibi
for
and Tara
second
gonna
jet.
have to adjust as quickly as they can to match, the speed at which Forsaken, Something, and Jake have been kind of playing for years among the three of them. When they play on Paperrex, it is one more enough for Kohibi and Tara to match up that speed, because it feels like some of the plays that Paperrex has been doing here, the other two haven't had as much time. I mean, again, it is just complete, it's just observation for me. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but it might be an issue because they could be playing at 2 different speeds. Whereas for Global Zipto, you said that they play a lot more controlled. It's a lot more, you know, digestible for Global Zipto to kind of play in that style.
It's something like that, but I was more talking about the point that like defense on the defense.
Kenapa lagunya gini, bro?
Side, PRX, like Tara was by herself.
Ya lo agresif love gini, bro.
Okay. And that was the main thing. I think on the attacking side, they are still coordinating with each other, and that's when we saw Kohaibi support them with the flashes very well. So it's still, you know,
Kan ada flash ya, anjing.
but as we move forward into Ascent, yes, the comps are a little bit interesting. We do have Jing on the Clove, Kelias on the Deadlock, but we dive straight into the round with Paperrex peeking out early mid, Forsaken spotting out players, but the hits going straight into B.
Yeah, they already immediately just want that blood. They do get the catch onto something here.
Low 2 sih, bro. Kalau misalnya bisa
Global Zipto to go
nembaknya nggak miss, ini bisa dapat 2 nih.
The long range weapon that they have with Kohai lurking there, so they might not want to go out without having more than just the one player going for the rotation onto short. But Jing, as he picks through this, might actually spot out like 3-4 players of Global Zipto just saying hi.
The Global Zipto players are pretty low though, so still needing to play safe, but a couple of shots and they could be broken. Kohaibi positioning so far safe. But the dart does reveal that the hit's coming from Market, so Forsaken trying to reposition. Kohaibi still around the other side of logs. But then the mid-round call to rotate through in towards a short where Tara is lying in wait for the splash. She does send it, it does hit, and Jing's looking to collect, but still 2 headshots back to back. A couple more trying to repress. Jing tries to go on, picking up, but doesn't quite give him the speed boost that he's looking for. Global Zipto able to shoot back. It's all down to Forsaken. He's just got the Sheriff. He's peeking out from heaven. He's looking for Poppy up towards main. He spotted him out. Spotted the legs out play player around the generator as well, but not quite getting the shots. Alexi!
No!
Kill on the pistol round and Global Zipto pick it up.
Oh boy, that was a very, very close pistol round right then and there. Alexi, what a 3K! This is
Taranya harusnya nge-pick bareng, Tara itu dia. Taranya nanti takut cok nggak nge-pick bareng sama si Jing.
Brings out for you. Then you can't really go for that quick power.
Ini nggak double pick guys,
You
Jingnya
have
nge-pick
to
sekali kayaknya.
re-encompass situation. You have to try to readdress it, right? And a
Main
great
game
example of
bareng.
that is that
Jelek
push
banget
on
ternyata. Iya, Cok.
short, where they get hit by Tara's paranoia. Jing gets 2 kills.
Kohaibi siapa bang? Kohaibi tuh ini guys, player SMG dulu.
Try and just dig themselves out of such a very sticky situation.
It's just so unfortunate still, but Global Zipto were able to pull that back.
Oh, Lexi.
Now in for the recon dart play. And oopsie.
Yeah. I don't know how that happened. She was like, recon dart, and then just gets peeked by Paperrex. All right, anyways, Global Zipto, they've already, you know, went past that and already looking to potentially go through a short, but they're playing with the heartstrings of Paperrex here. A bit of, you know, show of force on A, and then immediately set up for B. I like the bouncing round by Global Zipto here.
Paperrex though getting good lead for it, so trying to use the smokes to get in towards back the stairs. Look at Forsaken.
Ih nggak mati, what the hell?
Might do enough damage, so Crystal's still alive, and the regen shield comes back as well.
Yeah.
Back up to full. So they are getting the spike down for now. Kelias trying to hold up around stairs. Spots players out towards Market. Trying to connect in with the Phantom Burst. But it's going to be Alexi with the Outlaw instead. Final kills going through from Poppy from the back of B main. And that's Paperrex not quite able to shoot back. Apart from the initial moment.
Yeah.
GEXP player Indonesia bang, NRI doang.
It's okay. She gave the information that, guys, they pushed B main. You can start to go potentially A, and it still works for Global Zipto because, again, they had, I think, all the cars, at least in that round still, right? Because Paperrex, they had to move around. Anyways, that being said, though, Paperrex now on their gun round. See how this unravels is immediately the peek out from Kohaibi. The bait out, though, but it doesn't work out.
Nice.
Look at the double kill coming from Forsaken and Kohaibi. I thought...
What?
Suppressing fire. All right, Kohaibi peeks out, gets spotted. Kelias wants some blood, goes down.
Spike
Crystal
down,
is
B.
showing everything with this Odin. as he picks up the rifle in hand. Where is his teammate Poppy? Coming all the way from around top mid, has to go through B main here. Now afraid potentially of the push that could come through tiles. Something is alone on this B site.
Ada Paperrex na bang Indo bang? Iya.
Push for the call to go to the
Ya
B
dulu
or
aja,
what,
guys.
but they still have time to at least look for some kills here and maybe open
Ya
things up. And
Allah.
Poppy's been pretty good at it as he shuts down Jing.
Spots out the player holding short, looking for the rotations. So even numbers now.
Last
both
player
sides as
standing.
Poppy continues to swing. Oh my god! Able to flick back into short. THOR had no opportunity. Something spent the recon that just refreshed as well. So he kind of spots that.
Guys, ngeping-ngeping sendiri
30
mulu,
seconds
guys.
heading back, but at this point, 2-on-1, Global Zipto, a clear A push. Something might just stop the save.
I mean, it's a 2 versus 1. There's still
Spike planted.
opportunity here, right, for him to go rotate. It's
Oh,
still a
he's
fresh
going.
plant. Yeah, also, the one thing is, not sure if you said already, I know that Crystal got spotted by the recon dart, but something also got spotted by the Crystal's recon dart. So, yeah. So they knew exactly that he was going to be on that B site. In any case, obviously, gets spotted.
Aduh, kenapa nih guys? Kenapa nih
Now maybe
guys?
he can choose to potentially save because he's already positioning for it. But yeah, this is where he actually saves. So yeah, there it is.
This is also the match, I mean, the map where we get to see both Russians face off each other.
Here.
Yes. I've always
I think
been
it's
curious about that. Yeah, go ahead.
right. Like they're, you know, I mean, first of all, Pacific 25. It's
No,
yes,
ini coba player baru apa ngetrol bang?
But we also
Ngetrol
got
guys.
something
Ini play emang collab, tau gak sih collab? Jadi 3 cewek 2
always gonna be
cowok.
quite interesting to see something.
Apa
in
sih
the
3
Yoda
cowok 2
world.
cewek maksud gua guys,
Back
salah
on
guys.
Poppy. But that said, yes, a lot of potential matchups. I think what's interesting is also the fact that while something is playing Sova right now, he's beginning to flex a little bit. Crystal is one of the most flexible players that we've seen so far in like, not just Pacific, but Ascension Pacific as well. Back when he was on Scars, and then you know this year when he was on Sea-Lie gaming for VCT CN.
Yeah, he's pretty insane as a player. I find him not only entertaining, but I think like a very high IQ player as well. Anyway, sorry, very quick paranoia play here.
Ah, pasti sih ini.
No push out from Paperrex, but they really want to at least keep B main as contained as possible. And I do like it because they kind of overstacked for a couple of seconds, and they committed some of their resources just so that they can go around the map. And Inari just, you know, bonks the dome onto Forsaken, and he's done it onto something, and Inari just wants some blood. You know, one more. Oh my god. Inside the smoke, playing around. Alexi helping teammate out. Jing caught rock in a hard place. Oh,
ya ente
tried to
bro.
even remove the detain and that's
Teras Promperator ternyata sekarang udah nggak aktif sih mereka. Nge-lag bro.
Like, oh, Jing, he's trying to do. Oh no.
Yeah. You immediately as you see him trying to remove the trap, you're like,
you know it's done.
He's probably done for.
But it happened so quickly and so good because Inari in on the jet. Like, that's another potential matchup now. Just seeing the Indonesian players duke it out against each other. Inari versus Forsaken. And she was hitting those op shots. They were headshots and wall bang through.
Amat jet GEXP bang. GEXP soalnya 2 ceweknya masih aktif guys.
She has blades now for the next round.
Kalau Paperrex sudah nggak aktif 2 ceweknya.
For now, playing it a little bit slow default. Because Paperrex has been
Gimana kabar aja nih burik? Emang iya burik bro? Ada burik guys.
Positions. Once again, Hybe trying to set up inside of B.
Bit of pop shot noise from Kelly as well, right? On mid here. Inari's been pretty good at playing the aggressive entry jet operator, but the thing now is that it's gonna be a game of who can read who better, I think, between Forsaken and Inari if they decide to just stay on top mid or on mid to each other. Hybe, oh damn! Almost gets splattered by the Odin spam.
Anjir, di spam kayak gitu guys.
Because utility with that killjoy is going to be so important to potentially keep mid alive with that one alarm bot. Anyways, looks like it's going to be Global Zipto knocking on B main.
Recon straight in for now. Paperrex are aware of the hit coming forward. Hybe able to go in for the burst, looking for the reposition, refrag against Kelly S, but Kalias gets the timing on top of that. So
30
into the side
seconds
they
left.
go. In with a Neuro Theft as well. And it's going to be Kalias looking for the hit onto something, but he continues to try to stay elusive around the back of Boathouse. So Lexi in with the shorty.
Nice,
looking for the
dapat satu, bro.
position.
Lumayan.
Something able to take the
Spike
shot onto
down,
Crystal, but Lexi and the shorty able to fight back. So onto the side now,
Retake si Kenny.
Kalias holding up around the other side of Market 4.
enemy
Spotted
remaining.
Tara, goes in for the shots, takes her down. Tara not quite able to fight back. Down to Forsaken now. He's got the up. Tries to continue to aggress. Doesn't back down. In with a Vandal. And he uses the Cloudburst to get a little bit more space to sneak through stairs as the smoke stays on. Up from Jing. Tries to push on through. Tosses the classic out. Spots out Poppy in with that little jump peek, but knows that he doesn't quite have the time to challenge.
Yeah.
So goes in for the heads-up duel, but point
Kok dimajuin sih pakai shotgun, guys?
gets cut in half, and Global Zipto
Aduh,
takes
kenapa
it
guys ini nggak
5-0
dapat sama
for
sekali
that.
guys
The
defendingnya?
problem is, if Poppy still had a star or two left, just place a gravity well on the spike, and if Forsaken can't kill Poppy, there's just no way he's gonna be able to defuse it in time, right? I love this double peek.
Oh my god!
Lexi and Crystal just kind of waiting for each other before they double swing onto something, respecting still the ferocity of something there. But you're absolutely right. That last one, Forsaken just had to try to YOLO push and see if he can get a pick.
Because if you ran all the way back through like defender spawn, he would have done caught. So
Yeah.
tough plays, but right now.
Ayo bisa nggak sih John? Ayo kasih tau nggak sih Son?
Oh. Forsaken's not shy.
Nice. Lihat.
Oh my
Whoa!
god! Forsaken! He just dodges the operator shot and slices Inari in half. What a mad lad. All right, now this forces 100% global to just go in through the B side because they have to play the 3 versus 5. Sure, it's not yet the best of weaponry for Paperrex, but numbers is just going to be brutal for them. Jing offers himself up to use that ultimate. Now it's going to be only Kelly S and Crystal in this position. Annihilation used to just scare them ever so slightly away. And now,
Nice.
oh, his shots is not connecting, and it's all down to Crystal. Can he make it happen for the first one? 2 versus 1, back of the site. He's got 24 bullets on the Odin.
Nice.
They go in for the peak, for the
Akhirnya
fight,
dapat
and
juga,
they will
bro.
win that battle. Skohaibi shuts him down and puts a point on the board for Paperrex.
Ada member baru ya, member baru nih guys.
That was
Aduh.
quite the naughty
Halo,
shot
Baba.
as well. I mean, initial approach from Paperrex is already insane. Like you mentioned with Forsaken just going off the blades against an area who was holding it up. Like, look at that. Just full left straight wide swing. But at the same time, the quick and unstoppable plays as well. Right click in towards Jing alt, but also into the site where Kohibi lands, you know, a point blank shot in with the Sheriff against Crystal, who was holding the Odin. So 1 to 5 right now. Paperrex looking for a chance to fight back. Forsaken is the one holding the up.
And he's, oh, I love this. He's going for that super aggressive peek on mid. And look at the jump out from Poppy. I think he just like felt it in his system and just like, okay, I'm good. Anyways, this is a big fight coming out through B main. Everything is being thrown except the kitchen sink, right? There's the grab net, there's the cosmic divide, everything just so that they can oppress and push up into B. Forsaken's already at the edge of this wall. He sees the ping, but knows that there's a wall right there, so he can't really go into
Wah,
Alexi.
ngecek itu.
And
Lah,
then it's a
tiga
great
orang
bait
ngecek
switch.
situ, guys.
Got the 2 kills, and now it's holding down to Tara. The freak out. Oh, the dash. If Adair gets this, she's insane. The 4K, and she just goes wide, whizzing past Tara and getting the kill.
Gak ada yang
Down
ngecek,
single
guys.
digits.
Oh my
Global
god.
Zento's like, you got 1 round, we got 1
This is
round.
not
It's
good,
fair.
guys, yeah.
We're fine. Okay, sure. What's up?
Okay. Okay. The dust settles. But what a round and what a play from Inari. I mean, sure, she was set up by her teammates, but being so proactive as to
Objektif gini,
continue
Bang.
aggressing back and towards defender spawn. Off of the wall being set up from Kelly S. Like, Paperrex were just not expecting that, and that's why, you know, a player like Inari from Game Changers, she's still
Anjay.
like W
GD
Gaming
Faker,
against
GD Faker,
the
guys.
W Gaming team. And that forces the timeout now from Coach JD Faker.
Yeah, again, they just have to try, and I don't know what even is the problem right now for Paperrex, right? It seems like they're peeking out all of these angles. They're getting all of these supposed contacts, but somehow Global Zipto is just the one that's coming out on top here. The setup's just so good. I don't know if it's just because of how well the Astro utility has been utilized by Global Zipto, because that Cosmic Divide just allowed
Press ladies
Global
ka bang?
Zipto to do
Enggak,
whatever
guys.
the hell that they wanted
Belum.
on the B site, right?
Beda coach
Or
bang,
if
itu
it's-
coachnya
if
si
it's
GD
just-
Faker guys.
I don't
Alex
know,
lagi
it just
liburan.
feels like so cohesive right now for the Global Zipto team.
It really does. I mean, I know what you're saying, because it feels as though they've like prepared for this. They know the exact positions to play and hold. And,
Yes.
Lah Marvel nga bang? Gak tau guys, enggak sih kayak mau
going for that triple peek outside of the
something kayak lagi zoom iya emang.
It's just so darn tough to really kind of figure out how the teams have prepared for it and how they're breaking all that down. But that's why we do have the winners interview later. But as we start on this next round, off the timeout, it's just pistols for the side of Paperrex, and they're continuing to jiggle again. A little bit more support for Kohaibi now instead of B main, but not spotting out too much on the other sides. It's gonna be.
Ini lagi campur-campur karena ini guys. Ini apa sih?
Do it in Airy. Do it.
Oh my gosh, she's going.
Yes, the fight. Okay, I thought she was gonna just like random swing out. Anyways, she does have the blades up and running. Sees the one onto Tara. Forsaken holding the angle, controlled, calm, collected, because he has to do something with the classic. Neri's just jumping up and down. No shutdowns here at all. Tara,
Ya!
good spot, but Bobby's just a little bit too fast. And Neri spots out 3 remaining players of Paperrex on Heaven as they now go in for the fight. Jing starts off here. Sees Poppy around the corner. Crystal gets a lot of information and just shuts it down. Great bombardment of the shots. And this is going to be a clean sweep for Global Zipto here. 7-1. Paperrex in
There's
deep
no
trouble.
need for the enemy to
I
suffer
mean,
there.
it's the anti-eco, so it kind of is what it is. But at the same time, we just look at the positional setups. You got players around Generator, some inside of Hell, but also Crystal in with that Odin. Still daring to like hop out, shock dart over, peek back again. Like that is.
Tapi 20.000 guys, hadiahnya lumayan, Cok.
Global Zipto right now.
20.000 USD itu berapa, guys? 20.000 USD itu.
In the bags. Next one
300 juta, 300
coming up,
juta.
where maybe Paperrex get a chance to strike back. Kohaibi in with the lockdown, but once again, play the fourth positioning out towards B main gets caught, and that's no more lockdown.
Oh. He's one. And that is also the
Spike down
spike.
A.
It's already been dropped. Okay, so now they have to try to deal with Forsaken first.
Need that back.
And Smoke just to give a bit of coverage. I wonder
Ah!
if they're going to be able to hit the shot yet.
Being able to take down those shots against her ex-teammates. She just continues to hold the positioning. Look at the crosshair on this. All right, a little bit off,
Oh
and Jig
my
will be able to strike
God.
back.
Spike
Has to pick me
planted.
up, so goes for the speed boost as well, but Alexi right around the corner.
Juara satunya loh guys, 20.000 guys. Yang lainnya ya dapat juga guys.
And again, ooh, they already know he's somewhere here, right? Look at this triple stack inside the Smoke. I love the idea. Is the door closed on market? Yeah, it is. I mean, Jing has no way to entry. And he breaks that door, then they all look in his
makin kuat,
general
Bang.
direction,
Iya
right? If he goes
kah?
around here, he just burns
Oh,
so much
ngelag, Bang,
time. And again,
barusan
there's still the... Oh, yeah, I thought there was a KJ Live. No, never mind. But anyways, yeah, if he goes around, it's just way too late.
Yeah,
Save the op?
it's safety up for the next round. I mean, that's the call. I mean, Forsaken has been trying to make use of it, but it's tough, man, when global esports global Zipto are this activated. Like you mentioned, Poppy as well. He was the one who took Forsaken down, despite the pretty much.
No pay lagi. Oh dikasih sama Jing ya?
Was holding outside of A main. That was
Oh beli
just
dia.
great clearance.
Iya dikasih Jing guys. Kalahnya mah sudah keras gitu guys, susah guys anjir.
For now, that's right. Next round coming through once again. The lockdown's still available, but they're continuing to jiggle outside of B once again. Nothing much outside of A this time.
Yeah, no one's gonna contact them, obviously, because we're seeing it. Everyone from Global Zipto is just already knocking on the A side. I wonder if they're just gonna charge through this, right? They already have most things set up. Camera's already there. Yeah, and Air's already dashed in, and I mean, is there anything that Tower can do in terms of pop shots?
Gak ada defense sama sekali di A-nya,
before the door
Jir.
gets closed. Looks like that's gonna be a no. They're just stopping everything. Forsaken.
Spike planted.
Yeah, he set up a tailwind peak if he could, but it's just no contact at the moment.
Lockdown to try to play, but the counter hunt
He's
victory
fast.
from Crystal
Dah kena Tara.
gets a tag on the Tara as well. fight and retake. Paperrex off the smokes, try to look for a bit of space outside of heaven. Forsaken will be able to land a shot onto us. Lexi, but now Jake trying to waterfall down into hell. Kelly's pulls out the annihilation. It does connect. So a little bit more even in terms of numbers right now. And Paperrex are running out of time. In towards aiming. Gonna have to fight for the crossfire angle. Crystal able to shoot back. And it's down towards Jake. He's managed to free his teammate, but there's no time to defuse. So despite the kills, Paperrex unfortunately dropped the round. A clutch win being brought up by Global Zipto 9-1.
Do you think that maybe they should have just allowed, you know, the one person caught by an annihilation to just be annihilated and start working at 2 versus 2?
Yeah, that's the conundrum. Like,
right? Because, I mean, they were already running out of time. Someone had to start tapping the spike, and then they just couldn't really find the opening for that. Because, again, there's still 2 players of Global Zipto holding the main angle. I don't know. It's again, like you said, it's a conundrum. It's such a risk to also do that.
Oh my god.
One way or another, you're working at a disadvantage, so it is what it is. But next round coming through.
Peek me again, I dare you.
Anjir!
I lost my mind! Forsaken, where the hell did that come from? He just jumped out and assassinated an Airy. I was hyping up an Airy, and then Forsaken's just... Oh! It's my turn. It's my time to shine. I'm Forsaken. Okay, finally Poppy shuts him down, but the damage has been done. It's a 2-2. Money's not as good for Paperrex, so those 2 kills from Forsaken is just immensely impactful.
Populer di Indo yo. Apa sih FOMO guys? Guys, kata Man, gua FOMO coy dukung game luar guys. Apa lagi guys? Gua watch party Valorant udah dari 2000 berapa babi?
Nothing found right now, and with the sonic sensor guarding them inside of B main as well, they are looking to clear out around the smokes. Unbeknownst to them, though, it's just market as well as lane being held. Something on the other side.
Kata gua watch party baru kali ya.
Spotted by the recon.
30 seconds left.
Kira gua watch party baru guys, baru 1 hari watch party.
The YOLO play here because they're running out of time. Look at the position from Tara. It's gonna be quite the important play here. Reposition to
Kenapa dia
perhaps
nge-flash,
I
Cok?
don't know if she had a shot attempt to use there, but the paranoia to delay, not able to delay enough. Is that plant's gonna be coming through? Poppy, I don't even have a chance to react because he's just give me a kill. I'm just gonna keep going at it. Get the 4K, and then Global Zipto is already 10-1.
This really inspires a lot of confidence for next year. I mean, look at how they're playing off of each other. Or just Poppy being so aware. Teammate Crystal's getting the spike down. I'm gonna hold the angle to heaven just to mark in case people do push out, and it's Paperrex, right? So they're going quick, and he is landing the heck out of those shots.
It's just nasty. Absolutely nasty. Forsaken though. He's already gone. Okay, great catch onto Inari. Not sure if they know Kelly is on around the corner here. Crystal's able to get the peek. Refrag as well. Forsaken out in the open. Gets the beat out onto Poppy. This is great help. And now it's all down to Crystal. 1 versus 2. The one Kohibi
is he gonna do it?
Okay, 1 versus 1. Oh my god! So close.
Gua kira kalah bro, gua kira kalah guys, ya ampun. Gak ganti roster, Cok. Lagi off season, guys.
Just being able to kind of read for the positioning and the plays that are happening, but Tara slowing things down and taking things into control. She's then able to find the advantageous peak against Crystal. Crystal was just not quite able to play around.
Pistol menang nih guys.
So 2-10 at the end of the first half. Paperrex with a sudden surprise pinch in towards Tiles was able to take the round back. And after this little halftime break, the second half of Paperrex Global. Will Global be able to close this out? We shall see.
Something kayak lagi Zoom meeting anjing bener tuh. Ini lagi Zoom meeting guys. Cewek orang Indo guys satu lagi orang Singapura. IB Singapura, ini Indo. Pakai baju Paperrex bang, belum sempet guys. Nanti gua habis beberes, gua aja telat tadi buat party guys. Gua lagi beberes tadi bro.
And right off the rip, we are back into the second half with a 2-10 scoreline. Will Global look to close things out? Paperrex starts things off on the attacking side, pushing up A short.
Very, very fast as well, right? No time wasted here. They're already about to knock into the doorway, but timing on Crystal is perfect.
Oh my god!
Triple kill with the Sheriff, and that bamboozles Paperrex here, confounds them. Are they able to deny? Okay, Crystal, chill down. You're about to get your ace on the pistol here. Something out in the open. Can he deny?
Guys, kenapa ini guys?
Pistol.
What on earth? Was there an audio cue, but he just peeked out?
Yeah, this is
and
great
spotted
timing.
the
This is his style quack. He's Crystal the pistol. Oh my god, it's true. He's got the ace on the Sheriff. Crystal the pistol. 11-2. Yeah, 11-2, man, and that is gonna force Paperrex. Sorry, I'm just hyping up too much, but that has forced Paperrex to go for the force buy.
Into the SMGs and shotguns, right? But it's the outlaw on the other side, and Lenary swaps on over to the Sheriff.
Dapat NRI
Their shot, Crystal in with the Odin.
Dapat Odin anjir dari mana? Odin anjir. Dua, cok.
And something so darn low at this point. The ghost shot would do the trick, but it's the shock dart at his feet that lands it all. Match point for Global Zipto.
4 match ka bang? Turnamen of season sih guys,
That didn't even last like 15 seconds. And already Paperrex, they've gone for the force buy. It didn't work, and now coming into this round, of course they have to go for another force buy here, and their money is the weapons that they're just purchasing
that's not
is
good
not
guys.
looking
Na roasting guys, dibantai guys.
robust as global Ziptos, right? So what's gonna be the adjustment here? If they're gonna push A main, you can already see Kelly S could throw out a barrier match and just stop them dead in their tracks. Oh, the combination of the grab net into the Fury, and Crystal is laying it up. Kelly S with the peek out, wants to go for the swing, sees another. Good combination between the global players, and it's only down to Kohaibi, trapped in A main. Can she wiggle her way out of this one? Already spotted Kelly S. Everyone from Global Zipto coming in for the kill, and that's gonna be Inari with the backstab, and this series is done.
Big smiles
Ente guys, ente kan 2-0 guys.
They had fun on that one. You mentioned the combo, and it just completely annihilated, obliterated Paperrex as they were trying to play around A main. Unbelievable.
Oh no. Oh no! Oh no!
How good the showing of Global Zipto has been on a set. It just looked like there was no breathing room, no space to really light it up for Paperrex, right? I mean, they try to do as much as they can. So many things. You saw the aggressive plays like this one from the highlights, where Jing and Forsaken would push into A main, but somehow Global Zipto, the following round, they're just like, we're just gonna push. We're just gonna see how far we can press our advantage, and somehow they get it as quickly as possible. And it is insane to be in that situation for Global Zipto. Again, as we were talking about it, Paperrex being the W Gaming team, they got a taste of their own medicine here, man.
Yeah, so much, especially when it's Inari at the helm, the tip of the spear.
No, gota ganti. Kenapa guys?
I think Crystal definitely heated up quite a bit as well, starting things off on the second round, and this is where you can really start to see. It's a little bit unfortunate for Paperrex because their game plan couldn't quite come through to fruition. They were constantly trying to control A as well as
nice try guys ya.
half on the attack.
Nice try.
Faster, but that's when Global just gets the read for it as well, right? They're like, if they're gonna push really fast on one site, really fast on
guys, udah dulu guys ya.
If we are able to
Kelar bang.
by mid,
Gue pasti lanjut mau beres dulu guys. Ntar mau main Palworld kalau jadi guys sama anak Jaya Esports. Oke, sampai jumpa di next live streaming. Rio signing out. See you and bye bye guys. Bye teman-teman semua.